Alright, it's time for the semifinals games of the GPA. I'm playing against trewq, who is on mono green ramp, or I guess Ramhoof, whatever they're calling that deck. Anyways, I'm on a play because of seeds, so that's good for me because definitely a very drop play dependent matchup because they have turn 1 ramp and I have turn 1 counter spells. Unfortunately, this is not a good hand, so I have to mulligan that, and this hand, it's Cosmic Sinkhole. I mean, that's something at least. I'm tempted to keep this hand just because it has Cosmic Sinkhole, because, like, honestly, I'm actually keep that. Just because snagging the turn 1 Primal Resurgence is just so important in this matchup. And I can, like, I do turn 1 counter spell, and then turn 2 I hope to draw into another card. I think I have to keep this, and I can just bottom one of the Polymorph effects, because they don't actually have like, they can't really remove my guys at instant speed, so, or interact with me at instant speed. Their best instant speed interaction is 5 mana, so yeah, I only need 1 space oddity, and I win if I manage to polymorph them, or polymorph into Tyrant Tributes, because that nukes half their board and there goes all their mana. Anyways, yeah, so turn 1 Crystal Caverns pass. Let's see if I snag the turn 1 Primal Resurgence. Not, does it have to be Primal Resurgence? Okay, there we go, we got it. So that should slow them down a lot. So now I have to look for lands again. Well, hopefully I find the lands I need. Come on, please flip me into a land. Okay, well, that's a land, but it doesn't leave much room for other things. Well, I mean, at least I didn't get mana screwed. So this will be untapped. It has to be on blue, and I don't have any counter spells to keep up, so I'll just imagine and look for land number 3. Because if I can get Polymorph on turn 4, then I should be in a very good position. So imagine, probably, do I shuffle back anything? I don't think I need to shuffle back anything. Like, I'm not looking for Seek Prophecy right now. Cosmic Sinkhole is good turn 1, but I don't need any more of those guys. So I'll just try 1, and hey, that's a land off the top. Nice. So yeah, game's looking pretty good for me right now. I just need to hit my 4th land, and I should be fine, because I get to resolve Space Oddity, and they're screwed if that happens. Alright, so let's see if they have some backup Primal Resurgences. Even if they have backup Primal Resurgences, I'm still fine because, okay, so they're forced to play Ramsey as is. Actually, no, Tyrant isn't as good as I thought because they have lots of Ram tokens they can sack. Alright, this matchup might be harder than I thought. Okay, so Rogar's Frenzy is, okay, what's the most amount of mana they can get next turn? They want to keep up Redo for their 3-drop. No, I think I want to get Paul into play because it sets up for Polymorph next turn. And if they play out their Operative Sporty, which is a 4/4 with Ward 4, and Polymorph from Tyrant Tributes, that thing still blocks the first Sporty swing, so that should be fine if that happens. Like, if I wait, what happens? I can most likely counter their 3-drop, but then I have nothing else to do. How bad is Pale Scattered for me? I mean, Pale Scatter also makes a bunch of Ramsey tokens, which they can sack to, yeah, I think it might be safer for me to just pass here, even though that feels really bad. Right, I pass, and then next turn, if I find a land, like, if I don't find a land, I just play Paul and then plus, and then they have, but then they could have Outrider next turn, and that just straight up kills me. So, yeah, I think this is a turn I actually that I'm free to do something. So I should be playing out Paul right now and not caring about keeping up counter spells. I guess technically they can still Outrider me if they go Primal Resurgence into another land, into Outrider, but I just hope they don't have it because I can't play around that. Nebula, okay, yeah, so there we go. So if they don't kill Paul, I get to Polymorph next turn. And if they kill Paul, I'm just going to discard Redo to make it survive, or make it, like, come back. So I think either ways, I'm in a very good situation. Next turn I'll play Nebula, naming green and blue. Good, they don't have... They have Pale Scatter, but I get to get my Polymorph off. They still get to preserve all their lands, right? Like 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, at least I managed to catch them on an odds. Like, they're going to try to kill Paul? Oh, weird. They have to sack 5 things. If they sack 5 things, that blows... So that... Yeah, that blows up 5 things. Unfortunately, I do have to polymorph on my turn because Paul is only a creature during my turn. Or I can only make Paul a creature during my turn. So I probably I just 0 Paul and swing. And, well, I have to do this. Blue, green. Alright, so Paul is a 2/2 right now. Let's see if you block. You don't block. Cool, I just got some free damage. Anyways, yeah, so time for what my deck is built for. Let's see how well they survive this. Anyways, I managed to flip a Seek Prophecy, which is nice. Wait, did I put? Okay, yeah, I need to put this in the graveyard. 9 perms. Yep. And 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can still outrider me next turn. How much? No, they can't. I mean, they can't outrider me, but it won't be a very big outrider, so I can still survive outrider, I think, right? So how do they win from here? They play a land, they play a 5-drop, but then outrider does like they only get to outrider for +1, so I'm safe if that happens. I'm still not out of the woods yet because like they can still try to rebuild Trail of Civilization, right? Yeah, they get a pretty big Pale Scatter. If they attack with Pale Scatter, do I try to trade down? I think I do because they do have access to 5 mana next turn. So if they attack with Pale Scatter, I need to get this thing off the board so that Outrider doesn't one-shot me. Do they have more Yeah, they have more Ramses, so they manage to recover quite well from that. Honestly, if I find another Space Oddity, I'm going to play it because that's another board nuke that I want to have happen. They can kill Tyrant with the attack with Pale Scatter, and I don't actually win the race. I think Redo is also kind of useless now because it costs too much. Do I trade here? How do I plan to win if I trade? I just plan to get another Space Oddity off, and I think I can probably do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They just need to sack one thing, so they get to play Outrider with like 1, 2, 3, 4. So that Outrider one-shots me no matter what happened. I trade? Yeah, I'll trade. Like, it feels bad, but I think I need this to happen so that I don't, because I'm not the aggressor right now, right? They can play they can play out another Pale Scatter, but I think that's fine. Yeah, that it means that they use up all their extra lands now. Back in for Pale Scatter. Yeah, that's fine. So I just need to survive another turn. At least we do still counters Greenwood Outrider, so there's that. And Pale Scatter is only a 5/5 now, right? So what am I looking for? A Seek Prophecy. Well, I mean it could be worse. At least I get Seek Prophecies to look for stuff. Okay, what do I want here? I take Mystery, play Mystery, and then hold up Redo in case they have Outrider or something like that. Then next turn I can flip Mystery, and I can use the Mystery token to chump. Although, do I need to chump? I might not need to chump. Well, anyways, so that's my turn. If I can flip Mystery, then that's really good for me because now I can start chumping the Pale Scatters a lot more nicely. I'm really hoping that they try to go for their big thing and they get punished for it. Blasphemy Expanse for no reason. Yeah, that's good. It means that there's almost out of stuff. Can I take 1 hit from Pale Scatter? I think I can afford to take 1 hit from that. Right, 1, 2, 3. I want to take 7. Alternatively, I can try to trade off my alien tokens. Well, the fact that they're waiting until post-combat means they probably don't have Outrider in hand, or if they do, they're saving it for something. Like, how much do I value my life total? I mean, I also have Crystal Caverns, which does hurt me a bit. Well, the thing is, they're not going to let me flip Mystery because I don't think they're playing any cards, so I should just take here because I might want to have guys on board in case, in case I top deck into a Polymorph effect. I still have 3 Polymorph effects left in my deck, right? Or no, 4 because I bought them instead of milling. Oh, maybe they have if they have last card Beckon, they still can't do anything super insane. I guess they can Beckon or Pale Scatter at instant speed, in which case I'll just counter it. Or can they do that? They only have 4 mana, so I don't think they can. Yes, they're thinking about if they want to Beckon Ramsey at instant speed. I mean, if they play anything, I'm going to redo it because I want to flip Mystery. Yeah, they just pass. All right. So do I top deck no more redos? Okay, that's not great. I'll Seek Prophecy again, getting sorcery on this. I think I'm forced to chump next turn, so that is going to be a problem. But hopefully, I find something good off the Seek Prophecy. That's just a lot. That's just a bunch of lands. I take Magmatic Torrent though. I take Magmatic Torrent and play it tapped, right? Like if I take Portal Factor, it doesn't do anything for me because all of their small stuff is mostly not something I need to worry about. Like Redo is my counterspell of choice right now. Take Magmatic Torrent, bomb all these guys, and if they don't play anything, I'll just end up turn Flashback Rogar's Frenzy. Do I need 2 redos ever? I don't think I want to keep up 2 redos. I don't think the life cost is... Okay, so if I play this tapped, it means that this guy is... I'm taking a 1 extra, but I could possibly do 2 redos. The 5 is the most amount of mana they could possibly have next turn, unless they have Ramsey. I think redo is very safe. Yeah, I think I'll just do this. Okay, they're playing something. That's good. They're going to attack first. Yeah, I have to jump here because otherwise I'm in danger of just dying. Yeah, they're going to play something. Nice, they're actually going to play something. Alright, that thing's getting countered. So now I have Epsilon on board, which gives me a lot more chumpers. I'll sack Magmatic Torrent now because, yeah, do I care about getting more red sources? I'll fetch Mountain just because. Probably a mistake, but whatever. Portal Factor, okay, that's not useful, but that's actually a... The problem right now is that Rogar's Frenzy makes tap tokens, and if I want to chump this turn, I need to have access to more... So I need to Seek Prophecy now so that I actually have a token to chump with. Yeah, so I'll do Seek Prophecy. Let's see what I flip. Void Flare, nice. If I take Void Flare or Monkey Shines, I might actually take Crystal Caverns here because I can't possibly let Ghost Shields down. So did I play land this turn? Yeah, I haven't. So I take Crystal Caverns and then I'll hold up the end of turn Rogar's Frenzy. Like this is actually a very tough decision for me. I can also take Void Flare. I mean, Void Flare is the obvious option here because I take Void Flare and then I don't actually need to flashback Rogar's. I can just take Void Flare and then end of turn Void Flare. I think that's probably better than holding up end of turn Rogar's Frenzy. So then I just pass and hold up. But I'm going to chump Pell Scatter, and if they play anything threatening, I'll just counter it. Are they playing things pre-combat? Nope. They're going to attack first, and yep, I'm chumping here. Okay, and now they're going to play their thing. That's going to get countered. Operative Sporty. Yep, that's definitely not resolving. And now I'm just in the Polymorph waiting room. Oh, Bite at Sea, that's cool. Does that do anything for me? It gets me some more tokens. I think that's probably good. Yeah, gets me more tokens, and I still get to hold up Redo plus Void Flare plus Rogar's Frenzy. So yeah, I definitely go for it. And yeah, if I swing with anything, no, there's no point in swinging. I mean, technically I can swing with Epsilon and then Void Flare. If they double block, I Void Flare. Is that good? I don't think so. I'd rather hold up Void Flare for if they play an Aura and it can Void Flare Ramsey in response. I'll just pass here. And the good news about Greenwood Outrider is that it costs so much that Rail of Civilization, yeah, I'll shoot down Ramsey. So now they have access to more mana, but still not enough to Outrider through a redo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, there we go. So that's Greenwood Outrider countered. And we're both empty-handed right now, but I think I have the advantage here. I actually did get pretty lucky this game drawing both redos, because redo is basically the only counter spell that actually works here. All my other counter spells, oh no, they tapped out, never mind, yeah. Portal Factor would have worked just as well there. Speaking of Portal Factor, so I still need to worry about Greenwood Outrider off the top. If I swing out with the Otters, like we're both out of resources right now. I still have end of turn, Rogar's Frenzy, Flashback. Assuming nothing goes wrong, I can swing with all these guys, and they'll swing with all these guys. They'll trade off with the Antelopes. I'm happy if we trade because I want stuff off the board. The Otters will definitely trade off. Is it worth trading off the Otters though? Because basically prevents them from attacking, right? Because if they ever attack, then I get to smack back with a bunch of resources. You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll attack with these guys. So they're going to block one of them, which makes sense. So they're probably going to swing back with the Antelopes, in which case chump, block, and take one. I'm fine with that outcome. If they top deck exactly Greenwood Outrider here, I lose. The Green Elemental Circle. That's scary. Actually, do I counter that? It's actually worth a consideration here because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they get this thing down, I can't Portal Factor Greenwood Outrider anymore. Or any of their... It's actually worth countering, I think. And in a turn, the Rogar's Frenzy thing, I might actually just overrun them at this point. Like, this is a lot of creature tokens. If I get Void Flare off the top, I can actually kill Pale Scatter now. If I get Rogar's Frenzy, oh, Sear Flesh, nice, that also works. Means I'm completely tapped out, but I think that's alright. So Sear Flesh, sack 2 Goblin tokens, or Alien tokens. I still call them Goblin tokens because they used to be Goblins, or they changed the creature type. Here, Sear Flesh, copy it, and then swing out. Or I need to swing out except for Epsilon because I don't want Epsilon to die and like one random alien token. Sure. And so get rid of Pell Scatter, finally. Yep, so that clears up the board. Do I swing out? If I swing out, they for sure will trade with the otter tokens. I think it might be worth leaving back the otters just to prevent them from attacking. Yeah, I think that might be worth it. And they just take. Yep, I pass a turn. So what am I worried about them top decking? Probably later on alpha will be a really nice top. Okay, land is not useful for them. I feel like they should have held it in hand to bluff an instant speed back into wilds, because that would at least make me fear a lot more. Because now all their cards are on the table, so I don't have to worry about playing around anything. And as for them, I think they probably just want to keep back the antelopes because they need to worry about, because if they top that Greenwood Outrider, they want to one-shot me. And leaving back the antelopes helps them do that. Alright, GG. Well, so I won game 1 because I managed to do the turn 1 Cosmic Sinkhole. So now that I'm on the draw for game 2, the matchup gets a lot worse for me. So it means that I'm mostly hoping to win game 3. Anyway, Spell Pierce definitely comes in because I need to counter the turn 1 stuff. Did I bring in Crest? I mean, Crest, like, it bounces the auras, but is that useful? Okay, I mean, it destroys the Pell Scouter auras. It does weird stuff at instant speed. Maybe I bring it in. I want more Seer Flashes. Seer Flash kills Pell Scouter if they haven't grown yet. I think it might be worth it. What do I bring out? I want all the True Form Revelations because those guys are useful. I do want Paul because Paul does help me loot into stuff. Maybe buy the Seagulls out because it's hard to actually connect with these guys against a deck that has so many tokens. Maybe I bring out one of the crests anyways. Like, I don't need that many crests. Maybe I don't need this many Seer Flashes either. Life Flare might not be great because it doesn't kill as many things that Seer Flash does. Right. And maybe I trim some of the Hero Thieves because I really don't want to give my opponent cards, and I'll trim one of the Pauls because Paul is slow or something. Paul is good. Maybe I trim Imagine and just hope I don't get unlucky. Yeah, that's probably a good play. And actually, this is a really good hand, so I'll keep this. Turn 1, I guess turn 1 doesn't really matter. If they turn 1 Primal Resurgence, I actually get to crest. No, I don't get to crest them. Alright, so there's turn 1 Primal Resurgence. I don't get turn 1 Counterspell on anything. Yeah, there's nothing that Spell Pierce hits on turn 2, so I think I'm better served by just going Fetch Mystery, or fetch Crystal Caverns, play Mystery. I need to fetch Crystal Caverns because Redo is something I do need to cast eventually. So, yeah. Need to lose a bit more life than usual, but that's just how it goes. So yeah, they can play Pell Scouter. If they do, I can actually bounce the aura they make off of that with Crest, which is something at least. They play Operative Sporty, and I'm actually, I can chump it for a while, but I can't kill it. So that's a huge problem for me. So that's more Portal Factors, but Portal Factors is not very useful when your opponent has creatures on board. Okay, and this needs to be untapped, and this probably fetches blue. So they swing with Operative Sporty, I chump, and I counter whatever they play. That's my plan. We're going to swing, yeah, and I have to chump here. Green Elemental Circle, well, I mean, yeah, it resolves. And they pass, alright. I guess I do the end of turn crest, because I do need to play an instant spell just to get Mystery flipped. Actually, do I bounce Green Elemental Circle? No, Primal is way nicer to bounce. So that puts him down to some reasonable amount of mana again. I also need to mark instant on this thing. More Portal Factors? Alright, so looking for lands, please. At least this thing flips right now. So I guess I'm not chumping the first 40 swing because, yeah. So I should have just taken and then chumped the turn afterwards. But too late to do that. Okay, there we go. So that's the land I need. I have to draw that. I still take damage from Crystal Caverns, but just cost of business. And I hold up my hand of 4 counter spells against an Operative Sporty that's swinging in every turn. If they don't play anything, at least I get to end of turn crack the clue. But I will be taking 6, which I'm not happy about. But if they misplay and play stuff pre-combat, at least I get to counter it, and then that gets me. But yeah, I need to take 6 here, which is really painful. I mean, they can just play nothing for the rest of the game, and I'll still be in a bad situation. Well, at least they're playing something. Unexplored regions. Okay, that's getting countered. I need to think a bit about how I'm countering that, because I think I want to tap out here, so I will do the Portal Factor counter. Oh yeah, I forgot they had that. I should have countered Primal Resurgence instead of the Unexplored Regions, because Primal Resurgence combos better with... Oh no, this thing draws cards, so maybe this actually does work out better for me. But now I have Chumpers, so... Void Flare. That's not useful, and I have no way to draw cards right now. I can sack Clue, but that's kind of suicidal. At least I can throw off end of turn Void Flares if I have nothing better to do, so... I'll pass here and just chump the operative sporty. They're going to swing, and I chump. Let's see if they play anything. Alright, they're tapping out, and that's Pale Scatter. That's getting countered. Then I'll throw off an if turn Void player, just because I need more tokens, and I don't want to waste mana. So let's see what I draw. Oh, okay, True Form. So that's good. If I ever draw into a land, then that gets me True Form Revelation. So I just pass a turn and hold up counter spells again. If they don't play anything, I end up turn Crack the Clue. Yeah, so things as usual, business as usual. I can survive for quite a bit because they're not really threatening me right now. I got a pretty good board state to deal with the single operative sporty, and they're not running Arrive surrounded by petals, right? So that's one thing that I imagine. Okay, more sporties will not. Yeah, they do draw cards off that, but I'm countering that. They passed. They still didn't draw into a land. Did I forget to make treasure? No, I didn't forget. Good. I didn't forget to make an alien token off that. Monkey Shines. Well, hopefully that finds me my next land. Those aren't lands, so I bin both of those. Zero Flesh, not useful right now. Actually, I think I can start swinging with Epsilon. I should have started swinging with Epsilon a long time ago, because I'm also a deck that cares about chipping the opponent down. I actually do need to find my next land soon, because Crystal Caverns is also slowly killing me. Explored regions, do I let this resolve? Yeah, I have to. Like, I should be pretty close to my next land, so I don't have to, like, there is a limit to how long this can go on for. Actually, what do I do after I Tyrant Tributes? Because they're just going to keep Operative Sporty around. I mean, I guess I have a flyer, so I can just keep chumping Operative Sporty turn after turn until something interesting happens or whatever. Ultimate Surveyor, what's that going to do? I guess it blows up something. Yeah, I'm fine with letting that resolve. I think it's probably best for them to just not use any of the modes. Oh, they are? Okay, they're getting the... Sure, I'll take one. Actually is... Huh, now I need two things to chump, but I should be drawing to land. Okay, that's my land. It is slightly painful, but whatever. Acceptable. Actually, I'm still taking more... Oh, where's my basic? Alright, I guess I'm playing Nebula and naming two colors. So that puts me down to 3, and then I have to go down to 2, the true form, but that should be fine. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that they're on evens right now. I'll try to catch them on odds. So in that case, I'll try to instant speed the true form. The annotation, blue, green, in case I need to Cosmic Sinkhole later on. Actually, do I even survive a Greenwood Outrider? I don't think I do. Well, yeah, now I pass. Doesn't doing this make me lose to instant speed Beck? Nope, they're tapping out pre-combat. Is this Greenwood Outrider time? They're beckoning. X equals 4. Let me check what they have on 4. Yeah, I'm fine with that resolving. Oh, Green Elemental Circle. Right, they get to draw a card off that. I guess they grab Pale Scatter. In that case, yeah, I'll do this in response to... I'll do this now. And so, let me just... Yeah. Do I flip into a Seek Prophecy? No, I don't. Well, whatever, that's fine. I still have plenty of cards in hand. So like Magic cast them on odds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, did I misplay? I think I miscounted. I might have miscounted. Right? Did they play out a land last? Ah, I should have done that in response beckon. Alright, well that's slight misplay. But at least I still get to gain 5 off that. And I need to do that in response to... I should have done that after the ETB has resolved. Because I could have cast them on odds then. Yeah, that's on me for not counting properly. And if they attack with the operative sporty, I think I'm actually willing to trade my entire board off for it because it makes the game even again, right? Yeah, actually no, I'm willing to keep chumping. Like Tyrant Tributes does put them on a 3-turn clock, and I'm pretty sure I have enough chumpers to make it through those turns. Portal Factor again. Okay, that sure, but that's not great for me. I'll swing with these two guys. Oh, okay, never mind. I just killed them next turn. So let's see what cards they have left. Okay, never mind. They're getting countered by Portal Fracture. And I think I have lethal, right? Yep. And hey, look, I finally got my basic that I needed. Now I can stop losing life from my lands. Anyways, yeah, I think that's pretty much game over. Yeah. Alright, cool. I got pretty good draws this game where I got the counter spells I needed. I mean, my opponent could have done a lot better if they managed to like curve Pell Scouter into if they got a better Pell Scouter curve. because like if they manage to get to 5 mana, that means my counter spells can't actually counter those things anymore. Or at least counter the 3 drops. So, but it seems like I managed to get a game where I got an Epsilon down early and then managed to chump the Operative Sporty every turn and just with counter spells until I could polymorph into Tyrant and blow them up. But yeah, so that means I'm making it to anyways, so yeah, that means I'm making it to the finals again. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to be facing Mono Black because the other 2 semi-finalists are all on Mono Black mid-range, so no matter what happens, I'll be facing Mono Black mid-range, which isn't the happiest matchup for me because they have lots of hate against my things, but hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully I can get my 7th GP win. But yeah, I'll see you in the finals, I guess.